What's up, guys? Getting everything locked and loaded here. We don't have very many people on today. Everyone must be busy. Everyone must be staring at charts. Welcome. Hope you guys can hear me. Then we'll double check. Yep. Audio is good. Don't need to record that. All right. Welcome. Hopefully we are bullish. We hope. We got plenty of long exposure. So we're hoping that we see some extended pumps here. Welcome. Hey, guys. Dare you. Dare me to what? All right. So Bitcoin, Big Daddy Bitcoin. We got a couple supports here. If we lose this level, it's probably lights out, okay? So if we lose there, then I'm going to get out of all my long exposure. I'm going to take a loss and deal with it, okay? Part of the game. But, we've got a couple supports here. This is the first time we closed above the 22 EMA in a long time. And it was on decent volume. Nice, strong candle, not much of an upper wick. So I feel really good about that. Obviously the last few times it's been pretty much a fake out. So we have to be aware of that. I mean, pretty much every time, the trend is still down. But we've got this really nice base built here after a large drop. And what we've seen a lot of the market do, I'm trying to think of an asset that already pumped. I posted it last night too. Trying to think of an example here. Ape is one. I think it was Ape actually. So what we saw Ape do, and this was our Ape scenario, our bull bear scenario. Basically, if we broke down from here, we would have nuked, but we held, and then that gives you your best R to R. But anyway, so what we see here is this is exactly what Bitcoin did. It broke out, and now it's retesting, and hopefully it'll break up. I mean, I feel like Ape could be the leading indicator here, okay? Because all these all look the same. Check this out. Okay, everything looks the same here. I mean, all the price. Whoa, wrong thing. Oh, that's cool. Where did that pop up? Why did that just randomly pop up out of absolutely nowhere? Look at this, you guys. Let's is this gonna stay here if I do this? Oh, isn't that weird? You guys, I just that's my accumulation chart. Let me do this again. So apparently, what the hell? That's so weird. Look at this. We can see this here. This is kind of cool. Let's check this out real quick while we have it up. Instant reversal zone. Oh, that's weird. Look at that. I drew this months ago. This is my cat's over there meowing at the door. He's like, I want to join the live stream. I need the alpha. I'm gonna let my cat in, you guys. He won't stop meowing. Okay, you guys didn't think I was wearing pants, did you? I know you didn't. Is Gooner capitalized? It's a title, right? I don't know. I don't know if I capitalized my name. I don't think I do. In my Twitter, it's just Nebraskan Gooner with a lowercase g. This is interesting. Look at this, you guys. These are levels I mapped out forever ago. This was beginning the bear market. This becomes a distribution range, which was pretty shitty distribution. It just nuked through. I mean, just straight nuked. This was our distribution range. And then now we're at our instant reversal zone. So if we bought below 16K, I mean, we're feeling pretty good, right? In the instant reversal zone. That's kind of funny. I mean, imagine if I don't listen to my own advice and that's literally the bottom. And I always wait for confirmation anyway. But what if we just ping back to 38K here? And I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot. Look how my chart was right and I didn't even follow my own advice. But I do have some long exposure in altcoins right now, so I'm not going to be too upset. If that happens, I'd be pretty happy about it, actually. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of cool. So there's that. You guys can screenshot this if you want to keep an eye on it. Preferably something like that. I don't know how low we would go or anything, but preferably something like that. Do you guys see my damn cat over there? He's like, no, I want out. Thanks for letting me in. Your live stream sucks. I need out. He's like, this is terrible. Or he's like, oh, God, that chart looks awful. I got to get out of here. Okay, Copper, come over here. Come here, bud. Come sit over here. Thank you. Okay. As I was saying, I don't know why that popped up like that when I did the split screen, though. That's cool. I've never seen that. Okay. So let's look at the daily here. And this is weird. All right. So notice how, wait, here's the other bit. What is going on? Okay, I'm going to put ape here. All right. Notice how ape and BTC, I mean, look relatively similar here, right? So we got the sell-off and the little base here, and then we finally have that breakout of the base here. And so we assume that, notice this large breakdown here. Okay, large breakdown. Oh my God, I gotta let my cat out, you guys. He's driving me crazy. Dude, you're ridiculous. Get out of here. He's so naggy. He nags me more than my wife. Okay, so anyway, so you see this big 8 breakdown, right? It retested. So I kind of expect Bitcoin to do that. Oops, almost messed with my alert there. Okay. So somewhere around here, we'll just draw a random line. It could actually be even like a little bit higher up here. But something like that. Like I expect Bitcoin to at least follow through. And not only that, you see how this is kind of a key level for me too. Like this rebound got bought up and went past that. And so for me, that's kind of an important area. And I'm like, okay, I think like sushi went past that little thing. So a lot of altcoins are going past that little flipping point. See how all these, let's just make this big screen again. So see how all these altcoins are breaking above that little whipsaw. So that tells me that I feel like Bitcoin is going to break above there too. And other altcoins that haven't made it there, like sushi already has, XTZ. Okay, I feel like all of these altcoins are going to break above that little whipsaw area at some point here in the near future, okay? And then from there, I have nothing. I don't know anything else that's going to happen from there, but that's just my kind of inkling, and I'm just seeing, and I actually have a video coming out on this later today or tomorrow about kind of like laggards and trends and finding the laggards and things like that. So I feel like XTZ is a laggard right now. So anyway, that's kind of what I think about that, you guys. So that's just my quick market my quick market overview of the day. And I drew these support levels down here. We'll get rid of these stupid arrows. You're stupid. Okay. And actually, I drew these supports on the daily time frame, and you can see here, Bitcoin nicked my support level. Absolutely perfect, because I'm a god. No, I'm just kidding. I actually just went and drew that right before this so I could brag about it. No, I really didn't. I actually did draw that, but it's not that big of a deal. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, this looks like a little inverse head and shoulders, so that would be nice if that's kind of the bottom, and we get bought up here pretty quick, especially for my long exposure. So, yeah. Oh, my eyes are dry today, you guys. It's so cold here in Nebraska. Making my eyes dry out. Okay, so let's break this out. Let's get up there. Let's see if TopGoonX has any. Oh, TopGoonX has some bullish divergences here. So, yeah, that's a good sign. So, we're breaking out here. Yeah, we love TopGoonX. If you guys want to try out TopGoonX, I'm actually going to do a special. I'm going to do a 50% discount on TopGoonX this month for like the first week for anyone that signs up. So, stay tuned for that. I'll post it on Twitter. If anyone wants to try it out, you can try it out at a discount this month. But, yeah, there's our little breakout. So, that's cool. I want to let's just look at my positions. We'll look at my team's positions too. If you guys want to check out my portfolio tracker, there's a link in my bio. I actually have a website now. It's nebraskangooner.com. I haven't shared this yet anywhere. But you can check out TopGoonX, portfolio tracker. I don't do private lessons, so I don't even think, that doesn't even go anywhere. Eventually me or my team might do private lessons. But anyway, so here's a portfolio tracker. If you guys want to check it out, you can just check it out here. But basically, we're up 17.5% this year versus USD, and we're going to add our Bitcoin value. We're up like 132% versus Bitcoin right now. But we have some long exposure. We do post all our positions live as they happen. So, everything's fully transparent. But anyway, let's look at my positions and my portfolio's positions as well. My team's portfolio. We've got some XTZ. We're basically at break even. We're just sitting here. I've been accumulating a little bit, and we're just chilling. I mean, there's a very clear invalidation right below here. And this is kind of a Morningstar pattern. It's basically a Morningstar pattern, and we don't want to see price go below there. Okay, we don't want to see it close below that. So if we do, we'll cut. But for now, we've got a nice little breakout, some nice volume, and things are perking up. So we're looking decent here on XTZ, and we're expecting it to follow through, as I mentioned. Sushi, we got kind of a crap entry. We went smaller. I'm not going to say crap, but we got in at like 144 with smaller size than we wanted to. This could be our dip, but rather than adding here, we just went ahead and added on some other positions instead. But we've got a 10% stop loss on a small position. It's less than 1% account risk, so we're not too upset about it. But really what we want to see is, I still think Sushi has some room to push here. Maybe up to this breakdown here, like around 170. So still a nice R to R. I think we're sitting at something like this for this trade. So yeah, stop loss below our EMAs and here. So we've got a 2-to-1 trade still. It's still a good setup. It's a little bit smaller size. If we were getting in down here, could have gone a little bit bigger, but we weren't sure. We didn't really have much exposure at the time, so we wanted to get some exposure on one of our favorite charts. So I'll do some altcoin requests here in a minute to you guys. Here is kind of how I set up near. Okay, pretty simple. We've got a lower high or a higher low here, and a nice strong breakout on high volume, and we're above my EMA. So I expect price to continue, and we talked about that whipsaw thing. Okay, here's that whipsaw. And so I expect price to continue up above that. And there's a lot of open air if this gets some momentum. Let's see what else. Ape is looking okay, is actually not that good. I wouldn't late long this. There's kind of a short setup here. So you guys see this big FOMO candle, okay, on high volume. As soon as we broke below that base, you would have had actually a short setup. It wouldn't have given you much, but look at this. You could just play it on momentum. You got a breakdown retest, and you could have caught a nice, very quick, pain-free 3 to 4% short, okay? So that was a decent short setup. It's just kind of chopping sideways now. I don't like trading assets with not much volatility like that. But we did have this key retest. I tried shorting this, and I got stopped out. So shit happens. Not perfect. Got stopped out on that one. Took a little loss. But hopefully my longs will make up for it. So Sol is very risky to long. I'm not touching this with a 10-foot pole. It's got a nice little morning star here. My advice would just be to leave this thing alone. Like, there's no reason. Looking for shorts is the higher R to R play on this, just in general, because at any time, like some bad news from SBF or something, I don't know. I'm just staying away from Sol. There's too much news-driven events on it. CHZ is at support with a nice strong candle here. So if you're looking for a potential entry, you got it with a really nice invalidation close by. So if that breaks below, you'd want to get the hell out. We're at support right now. I'm not getting in this one, but it's tested support quite a bit, so I'm kind of nervous about it. But that's what you'd be looking at if you are getting in on Sol. Adam is very similar to Near, someone said. A little bit. It's a little bit different structure, but yeah, I mean, if you're looking to buy Atom, you'd probably want to go about right here. You wouldn't want to see it probably lose below here. It kind of looks like a little bit like a head and shoulders pattern, an inverse head and shoulders, so maybe you'd have a target of like 1150. But again, here's that whipsaw price action. So technically we'd expect it to go above there and maybe even retest like $13 area. So yeah, I mean, everything to me is still bullish currently. Doesn't mean we're going to pump. I will take a loss if we dump. Okay. But at this point I want exposure. This is probably the first time. This is probably the most exposure I have in a long time. And I'm okay having exposure and it not working out. But this is literally the first time where I have a lot of exposure in my spot accounts, where usually I'm like 10% exposed or something when I feel like we're going to bounce. And I've been just adding exposure the last 2 days, and I definitely have more than 10%. So that's a lot of talking. Okay, let's look at some charts, you guys. I got FTM. FTM's been pumping hard. So I have absolutely no interest in chasing this. At this point, I'd probably look for like a scalp short, but everything's so bullish that I'd rather just find a long somewhere else. High volume breakout candle here, but a lot of times these just end up being fake outs. Like I said, this one's overextended, so I wouldn't be surprised to see it just kind of chill here like Ape was doing. But I can't long this here. If I have a position, I would just put a stop loss probably here, below here, okay? If I have a late long, maybe take a little bit of profit up here. But it's so notice how FTM went above this. So once we get above this, we're seeing alts like Ape stall out. So once we get above there, momentum stalls, it's not a bad idea to start shaving some profits, in my opinion, because this could just continue pumping. And if it does, that's a good sign for the rest of the market if this breaks that structure. But so far, we're seeing Ape struggling for multiple days to break that structure. So that could be an indicator and a sign that when other altcoins get to that level, they're going to reject or they're going to stall. So worth noting, you guys. Honestly, so people are asking for shorts. You guys, I'm not looking at shorts right now. I don't care if Ape rejects. I'm just not longing it. But I don't see any reason to really look for shorts at this moment. I could be very wrong. But I would rather just keep looking for longs. So TRX actually looks pretty good here. I don't have a clear like setup or like a view of where this could. I mean, it's above the EMAs and it had a lot of rejections here. So it's kind of like an ascending triangle to me. Okay. So I wouldn't want to see it lose probably like this level. Okay. Otherwise, again, we have this weird wonky whipsaw thing. Most likely it follows and pushes up here to, the 0.06 range. Okay. So that's what I'd be looking at for TRX. Possibly a decent entry here. It could depend on Bitcoin and how Bitcoin reacts at support. And right now we had that 1 minute breakout. Let's see how that looked. Choppy, choppy, choppy. So this is actually how I could draw this. I like it. And we retested here. So I still think we could push. Just Top Good X isn't giving us a buy signal, but it's giving us this nice momentum. So OBV's looking good. I feel like this could still break out here. Could be wrong. I wouldn't enter a trade here. I don't really see much to trade off of. Maybe you could have entered a quick long here, but this could pump here a little bit on the 1 minute chart. Oh, let's see what else you guys got. XRP. Oh, I love XRP, you guys. I had a good, XRP was my best trade in 2017. I didn't make a ton of money, but I was up like 1,000%, but that was back when I was in college and I had like no money. Okay, so you guys see XRP went above the whipsaw, and that's as much as I know. I don't know what's going to happen here. It's kind of double topping a little bit, but it's consolidating at support, so it could push to this resistance up here, which would make sense because remember Ape hit that breakdown resistance, okay? So it could push to this resistance. I wouldn't enter a new long here. This is a key level. So if you're looking to long this, that's your support, and it's not outrageous idea to long that, and it would look something like this. So 3% risk, 3.5% risk, 12% reward. That's not terrible at all. I just think there's other better setups out there that are more clear, like XTZ or Near. That rhymed. Haha. Awesome. Okay. What's up, you guys? Let's see what else we got. Ooh, I actually like CRV. Let's look at CRV. I mean, I don't know if I actually like it as a alt. Like most altcoins are just garbage, but I just like CRV. I've traded it pretty successfully over the years. Well, that's a beautiful candle down here at support. Big weekly bullish engulfing candle. It's back testing the base of this candle. So from a weekly perspective, this looks great. Look at that volume. Like this could be one of the best. Excuse me. Quote me on this if you want. This could be one of the best gainers if we go bullish, because look at that volume at a key level. This one could be one of those where the FOMO just goes crazy on this. So feel free to remind me of that. And if it dumps in a couple weeks, if it just nukes, or in a couple weeks if it pumps mega, feel free to remind me that I said that. But these are the kind of alts that could get some really good momentum going if Bitcoin goes bullish. So weird consolidation here. Okay, like I said, it's back testing that support. Obviously, you don't want to see it lose 50 cents. If it loses 50 cents, it just goes into oblivion and probably never recovers, or takes a very long time to recover. So that's what you're looking at right now. It's kind of consolidating bullish here. And there's no real setup. I would just have to buy and hope that it doesn't nuke. But The weekly looks really nice. And so if I was setting this up on a weekly time frame, obviously a mega bullish engulfing candle at support. The only problem is there's a lot of resistance above. I would want to see it. I hate this stupid thing. Okay. Oh, God. I messed it up now. Oh, I got it. Okay. Okay, so 20% risk. That's a lot of risk. So I would have to go smaller maybe. But then 200% reward potential if it hits that resistance. And I mean, that's kind of the breakdown that everything's been hitting. So this could potentially be a decent gainer. Maybe I'll throw 1% of my portfolio in it just for the hell of it or something, right? Which would be, if it goes 200%, that'd be a 2% portfolio gain. And if it nukes, then I'm out nothing, right? But anyway, so this is kind of how I'd set that up. I would really like to see it. If it reclaims this breakdown here, that would be mega bullish sign, and you could consider adding some there. And that's probably where it would probably moon from there. So yeah, Link double top. Oh man, my team was actually so Link's hitting resistance here. My team actually bought Link lower, and then we kind of decided to close it as a team. But one of our team members was like, "No, I want to keep it open," and we didn't, and he was right. So shout out to him. But you can see Link is reclaiming that little whipsaw action. I don't know how high it goes. Nice bullish engulfing candle here. That's where we bought, and then we sold on the sell-off. So we made 1 or 2% profit on it. Nothing crazy. What else we got? Litecoin. You guys, I posted a Litecoin chart the other day. Hold on one second, you guys. So it happens in the winter in Nebraska. You just got to blow your nose all the time because the weather's cold and your nose gets dry. Okay, so here is Litecoin. I mean, this is a pretty clear accumulation. Okay, that's a shitty drawing. Woo! There we go. Look at that. It's like a boat. Boo, boo, boo. We are on a sailboat. We love Litecoin. Ha, 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 ha. There's Charlie Lee, captain of the ship. He sells all of his Litecoin and dumps on us, but he's got a really cool hat. Uh-huh. Look at that hat. He's got a little parrot on his shoulder here. Bam, there's Charlie Lee. He sold on all of us, and he threw us all out of the boat. No, Charlie, why'd you do that? Ouch, Charlie. Okay, anyway, so that's my artistic. Look at this. Oh, I'm drowning. Oh, no. Oh. Ice bug straight ahead. Anyway, okay. That was our fun for the day. So this looks like, I mean, look at this volume, you guys. That's some mega volume right there. So this looks amazing. This looks absolutely amazing. We've got this huge whipsaw here. Yeah, Charlie left this ship a long time ago. That's actually not Charlie. That's Twitter influence. Oh, you could say that's BitBoy. Hold on. Okay, this is BitBoy. And he dumped on all of us. There you go. That's BitBoy now. And he just dumped on all of us and threw us off the ship. But Charlie Lee's up here in a little spaceship. Charlie's up here. Right in this thing. And he's like, oh, I'm rich. I don't care that I dumped on you guys. Haha, I made so much money on you in the bull run. So, anyway, that's him. And then, I think I have actual rocket ship here. Bam. He's like, I'm not a poor pleb. I have a real rocket ship. I don't need a squiggly line rocket ship. So, anyway, yeah. So that's Charlie Lee, and this is Litecoin. And what I was saying is, this volume is very, very nice. I mean, that's huge breakout volume. This looks like a big accumulation range, and it's just consolidating now, and possibly even breaking out of consolidation. So to me, this looks super bullish. It's probably one of the most bullish charts. It's probably leading the market. And it's probably going to take off. So, anyway, it looks nice as long as it holds above here. If it gets below 68, you would want to cut any holdings, in my opinion, because it goes back into this. It gets below this high volume breakout, and that's no good at all. So we wouldn't want to see it go back below 70 really, but it could maybe wick below, like it kind of already did. But you wouldn't want to see much else. But look at my EMAs. The Gunner EMAs are breaking above the 99 SMA, so we're starting to actually flip bullish here. So anyway. We just looked at Link, Rune. We can look at Rune. Oh, wrong thing. Ooh, this looks good. What is this? Oh, is this Rune just on market cap? That looks nice. Yeah, Rune looks good. See, we're already above the whipsaw, so it's kind of late in the game for me, to be honest. But a nice reversal pattern here. So, I mean, this is a actually very clear reversal pattern. So you wouldn't be too upset at yourself for buying down here. And your technical target for this pattern would be about 150. So if you're going to set up a trade on that, it would probably look something like this. I like a tight stop loss here. So you'd be looking at like a 5% risk and an almost 20% gain. So could you please explain more about my private group? Well, it's a Telegram where we post. Me and my team I put money onto KuCoin, and my team and I started at the beginning of the year with that portfolio there, spot trading only, and we post all of our entries and exits. Basically, I mean, you can see if you go to NebraskanGooner.com, you can kind of see the content that's in there. You guys, I don't know if you can see this, but like this is how we post our entries. So we ended up closing this 8 position at 4% profit just because the market was kind of choppy. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of how we post them. We literally just share our live updates of our portfolio allocations. If we buy or sell or whatever we do, however much exposed we are, we just share that with you guys. We share risk management tips and stuff like that to hopefully help people manage a portfolio, because I think a lot of people don't understand how to actually manage money in a portfolio effectively. Like, a lot of people are just taking huge losses in this market. We've taken plenty of losses and probably more losses than we would like to, but end of the day, we're up over 100% versus Bitcoin and over 17% versus USD. So we're making gains in terrible market conditions. So somebody I think asked about Starbucks. But yeah, so if you want to check out that group, you can go to NebraskanGooner.com, do the drop down to portfolio tracker, or you can go to my Twitter bio and it's in there under portfolio tracker. I thought somebody asked about Starbucks. I don't know where I saw Starbucks on there. Sitting in a Starbucks. Oh, that's cool. Watching a bullish pattern forming on Bitcoin low time. Did that Bitcoin low time frame ever break out? Nah, see, that wasn't that good of a trade. It's just consolidating here. That's a good thing to see that it's consolidating though. It's not just straight nuking. So that's good. I've been buying some coin today down at the support level. If Bitcoin keeps going bullish, I think coin could do a massive breakout and probably above this whipsaw action, just like crypto did, and maybe retest at least here. So this would be the first part I would look for. Would be about $60, which is about 40% gain from here. So I really like the R2R from here. Nice, strong, bullish candle down at support. So I really like the prospects of coin taking off and give me some really nice pump gains here. Base is another one I like, you guys. Look at this inverse head and shoulders here. Okay, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. I'm annoyed at myself for not buying more a while ago, but I got a little bit now. This just looks like a support base and maybe even like an inverse parabola breakout here, which I just now noticed actually. It's kind of a parabola, but it's not like very steep. It's more just rounded price action. But this just looks like almost like a double bottom. There's no volume down here. I'd like to see a little bit more volume come through, but Playboy is another one that looks pretty good. This little diamond here. If this starts to break out today, this thing's going to take off in the next few days. So got a little bit of Playboy as well. Yeah, so let's look at some altcoins. I'm really annoyed at Shop. This one I literally shorted the absolute top here and closed like the next day, and then I shorted the absolute I longed like right here and then closed like that day. Like on that, I'm pretty sure I longed down here, and then on that gap up at that resistance I closed, and I'm like, damn. Like I knew that I just kept knowing this thing was going to take off. Look at this nice bullish trend. And it just takes off, and I whiffed on this one. But anyway, this one's just been flying. I mean, it's up like 100% from the bottom. So anyway, okay, that's my vent session on how I missed that trade. Let's see what else you guys got. Theta. Theta likes a good pump. Theta. Everything's better with Theta. Everything's better with cheddar. Okay. Theta looks okay. It's just kind of stalling. There's not really any clear, like you just would want to accumulate down here. There's better charts in my opinion. I don't see anything jumping out at me here. So I got nothing on this one. There's more clear levels on other charts. This one's kind of a little bit too far long, but again, probably should reclaim that little chop session thing. So, oh, GRT. Yeah, I think my team was talking about GRT yesterday. GRT looks good here. Really nice volume candle here. Obviously, that wick is not ideal, but that's what happens on these shit coins. We're seeing this is kind of looking like CRV a little bit. We do have a bullish engulfing candle down here, okay, on decent volume. So this has a little bit of room to go. It looks okay. I would want to see it break above my EMAs here. Once it gets above this level, it should take off because again, that is a stop it. That's like a trend reversal candle, but then we have another trend reversal candle, and now we're just kind of chopping. We're kind of getting that push-pull effect. So I'd really like to see it get above like 0.0665, and then of course it probably reclaims that little whipsaw and then goes for like, well, it already retested that breakdown area. So GRT looks okay. I wouldn't blame anyone for buying here. It's not my favorite looking chart, but it looks okay. Uniswap, we'll do Uniswap. Every time I see Uni, I just think of, all you need is love, love. Okay, so Uniswap, reclaim this little chop shop thing here already. Nice strong candle yesterday. Uni would have been better to get in here on this like bullish engulfing candle day. It looks strong here. It should continue up. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see it retest this breakdown spot here. It's kind of, I mean, if you're entering, you're probably getting in around here. So you obviously don't want to see it lose this breakout candle. So that's kind of your invalidation point. So I would not blame anybody if they got in here. Again, maybe some better charts, some, dang, look at band. Wow. What the hell? That's crazy. What a crazy chart. Okay. Look at that top BinX buy signal here too. Look, I bet if this bounced at the 0.786 fib, that's savage. 0.886, but it held the 0.786 fib. So when you get those top BinX buy alerts, you buy the 0.786 fib if it holds, and then bam, it takes off. So that's pretty cool. That is cool. Look at that. So what happens here is if band can break 236, it's just going to absolutely monster out of here. So interesting chart here. Very bullish looking. Very bullish looking. This thing could actually be like a new trend. Like this looks really good. I mean, I'm not going to FOMO here, but this could be one of the, oh, look, it's actually going to be right at trend resistance. Trying to break. Look at that. That's crazy. So it's trying to break here right now. But this thing could be a huge gainer too if this can be strong on the daily. I just don't like, I don't know. Like this would have been where I would either wanted to buy the 0.786 fib or buy on this breakout here and retest and then try to sit in from there. Algo, I think this chart looks pretty good. Here's your retest. It kind of looks like XTZ. I mean, if this is one that I would entertain more than some of the other ones that we looked at because the invalidation is so tight and it's kind of a laggard. So this could just sell off, but your risk to reward here is like probably 3% risk, and then your little chop whipsaw thing is way up here. So if you get above that, you're looking at least a 40% gain. So if it's lagging, then and it reclaims these EMAs like everything else has, then this is going to be a really good R2R play here. So Algo looks pretty good. I'll slide this up here and keep an eye on it. Let's see. Yeah, Bitcoin's just still chopping around. What else we got? KNC is another one. So KNC looks really good to me in my opinion. It's already above that chop shop thing though. So maybe like a little reversal pattern like this. So if you're looking to buy anywhere from like 60, like mid to low 60s, again, your invalidation would be this high volume breakdown. So you wouldn't want to see it lose that. And this one could have some room to go. This also had, I wish I would have been keeping more of an eye on this. Like kind of a little Morningstar pattern here on the weekly. But basically, like this one had some FUD that knocked it down, and it's got a lot of room to go if it can actually get running here. So it's probably It's probably hitting this resistance, yeah. So notice how it's basically hitting this resistance here and rejecting off it. Maybe breaking above. Maybe it's breaking just above it, but something like that. So, yeah, buddy. What time is it? 10:15. All right, we got a couple more minutes, and I'm gonna get going here. Yeah, KNC looks aight. Aight. Let's see what Bitcoin is up to over here. Being bratty. Yeah, look at that. Just no momentum. So let's see what TopCoinX is doing. A little bit of bull div here if it drops a little bit. It's still at support. We got some nice support here. 30-minute candle looks aight. Oh, wait, I want to delete that. I just want to get rid of this. Okay. 30-minute candle was pretty nice. 1H candle, not so nice. But it did just wick up and hold that support. It'd be nice if we tapped and did like a tweezer bottom here. That would be really, really strong confirmation of a hold. Otherwise, maybe we pull back and I don't think we're going to go this low. But here's a possible scenario too, is to wick out those longs. These guys. I wouldn't really want to see us break below. I would prefer for us to hold this level here. This is where I would like to see us hold. I wouldn't be surprised if we wick below this a little bit. But overall, I really want to see this level hold. We got some high volume breakout there. So yeah, let's see. Are we holding this uptrend still? We're flirting with it. We're flirting with that uptrend here on the 30-minute. So anyway, yeah, we want to see this hold here as support, but we'll keep going. Daily still looks great, you guys. So I'm not too concerned unless we really start to see some major breakdowns. And a lot of times, the next day, people are just kind of bored. People have already bought. Like, I have nothing left to do. I bought some yesterday. I bought some altcoins yesterday. I added a little bit more on the dips today, and now I just have to sit here and wait. Like, there's nothing for me to do. I either get stopped out if we go lower, or I wait for people to start buying and send us up higher. So sometimes you just kind of, you get those big breakouts, and the next day is just kind of boring. And maybe even the next day is kind of boring, and then you go and take off because prices just sat there at support, and buyers are like, well, I guess I'm not getting any more dips. I might as well get in here, right? So, yeah, we can look at AVAX, and then I'm probably going to keep going here. Let's see. AVAX looks nice. It looks basically like XTZ. So AVAX is another one that I would definitely consider getting into. Maybe a little inverse head and shoulders here. Okay. I like AVAX here. It looks really good. Inverse head and shoulders possibility with the breakout. Here would be your target for this pattern, which would be about $14. And if it breaks above there, we would expect it to get above this whipsaw action, as we talked about with other charts, and somewhere in this area. Now we can delete this. I don't know how high it would go, but somewhere in this area where it could reject. Okay, so that's what we'd be looking for AVAX. I do like that one. I'm going to move that up on my watch list as well. Excuse me. Looks pretty nice. I think Phil looks kind of similar too. Yeah, Phil's consolidating hard down here. So another one that is still below its whipsaw that you could keep an eye on. Or just start accumulating, But everything looks pretty good, you guys. Bitcoin's still holding support. You always have to be aware of those, the stop hunts below. When you're bullish, you gotta watch out for the stop hunts below, and when you're bearish, you gotta watch out for the stop hunts above, right? So we just can't make it easy on late longers, especially in these conditions. But most people that I know that are chartists and traders are on the long side. I'm on the long side for the first time in a while, so I'm okay with taking a hit this one time if I'm wrong, because I've avoided pretty much every other dump pretty well because I've been just taking profit like a fiend. So I'm really trying to be patient with some of my positions and see if we can really get some pumps here. And if it invalidates, then I get the hell out, and I guess I go back to intraday trading and shorting. So for now, it's kind of time to sit on my hands. Just slowly accumulate, not go with big leverage. I'm just spot trading altcoins. I don't want to get stopped out with leverage or anything. I don't want to pay funding. So sitting in spot positions right now, and we'll see what happens. I can intraday trade still with, leverage. So I could find a short here or there, or, a quick long or something like that. But for now, we're just chilling. I mean, it's kind of nice to take a break and just be like, I can get some stuff done around the house. Hopefully my longs work well and my analysis is correct, and I can have some nice, relatively low stress. And I don't know if it's low. I don't know what the word is, like low work longs, because intraday trading is a lot of work. If I could just sit and hold for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, that's much easier money. So that's what I'm hoping for. Hopefully we get a little bit of push in December. I know our monthly chart's still kind of like shit, but a lot of times, even on our bearish months, bearish closes, we still get like even the first week or two of green before we start selling off. So I have absolutely no idea what happens next. I just think that we're due for some relief to some extent. I don't know how high Bitcoin would go. I would say 18K, like again, above this whipsaw to this rejection here. So 18 to 19K, okay, somewhere in here would make sense for a Bitcoin push if it pushes, okay? That's what I'd be looking at. I don't know. I meant to make it red, but orange is cool too. For half of you, you're colorblind and you think it looks red anyway, right? So there we go, you guys. So that's what we're looking at. Our invalidations are very clear. We can long with clear invalidations now and hopefully make some money. If not, we take the stops and we go again next time. So thanks for joining me, everyone. I will keep posting updates on Twitter, of course, and I have a really good video coming out either today or tomorrow, so make sure you watch that. You're going to love it. It's going to be talking kind of about what we talked about on stream with finding those laggards and the better plays that provide a better risk to reward, but it's much more in-depth than I even went on today. So thank you guys again. We did not do ZCX. I apologize. But you can watch the full replay. We did a lot of altcoins on this stream. So thank you again, guys. I will see you next time. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot to shout out BingX today. So sorry, BingX, but their exchange is awesome. One note, if you are trading on BingX, they actually did add spot trading stop losses and take profits. Finally, after me bugging them for months, they finally added stop losses and take profits to their spot trading. So very helpful tool for you guys because it's zero free spot trading. So that's great. Way better than like Coinbase or something. If you do want to check them out, there's a link below. There's a link in my Twitter pinned tweet. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks again. You guys are awesome. We'll do another live stream next week, probably on Wednesday before I go to Miami. But yeah, see you guys later. Live stream next week, probably on Wednesday before I go to Miami. But yeah, see you guys.